First, I want to say that I am really proud to be part of this fantastic 2-hour panel. It has passed as if it were 2 minutes, number one. Speakers have been so compelling. I was asked to speak on the connections between oil, war, and the climate crisis. The connections are so strong. We cannot save the planet without taking on the military. Consider this. Oil-producing countries are more likely to have civil wars than other countries. 1/4 to 1/2 of wars since 1973 have been fought over oil in whole or in part. And the impact of just one war, that is the US war in Iraq, between 2003 and 2007, the US war in Iraq released more greenhouse gases annually than 139 countries. The US has spent more than $8 trillion since the late 1970s protecting oil cargoes. We are, in fact, still in the Persian Gulf, itching for war with Iran, despite the fact we now have oil independence due to fracking. And finally, the Pentagon is the largest institutional user of oil in the world and the largest institutional contributor to the climate crisis by its use of oil. I have estimated that all the militaries of the world combined cause at least 15% of global greenhouse gas emissions. Note that the white patriarchal characteristics of US identity since its inception by settler colonialism include manifest destiny, frontier mentality, rugged individualism, unfettered market capitalism, and muscular independence. But we also have a life-affirming alternative American identity, and you are all part of it. Resistance against oppression and war with vibrant peace activism. Activist movements on behalf of the equality of women, people of color, indigenous peoples, and immigrants. Labor movements for unions, a living wage, safe working conditions, as well as a tradition of worker cooperatives. Environmental movements, most recently with remarkable youth activism over the rapidly worsening climate crisis and species extinction. These last, worsening climate crisis and species extinction, together with nuclear weapons, are the two imminent threats to life on Earth. So we must continue to fight for a radical cut in the military budget, which fuels climate crisis and the very real threat of nuclear war. I want to finish by saying by adding something which has not been addressed today, to the litany of crimes against the people, so thoroughly articulated. I want to add violence against women. 1 in 3 women in her lifetime is either physically or sexually assaulted by an intimate partner. And of course, we all know Donald Trump is the avatar of this. Thank you again for the honor of speaking here.